Though the Tetragrammaton is first encountered in the second chapter of Genesis, it is most famously connected with the account in Exodus, where Moses encounters God in the burning bush. Moses is apparently unaware of which God he is speaking with and whom he is to represent to Israel, so he asks God to tell him his name. The deity responds with a curious but meaningful statement translated in the King James Version as, "I am that I am." I am that I am is the King James Version translation of the Hebrew Eyeh Asher Eyeh. Other translations substitute who for that, the phrase reading, "I am who I am." The sense of the statement is that God is identifying himself as He who is. Eyeh is in the imperfect tense and indicates future being. A better translation would render the name as He who will be. The Greek renditions of the phrase use ho on as the translation for the name. This is the Greek usage of John in Revelation. The King James Version translation, while technically correct, is not as clear as it could be. A more explicit translation would identify each element of the title as a specific name of God. Be that as it may, Jesus Christ's use of the same Greek nomenclature for his name as found in Greek translations of the passage in Exodus makes the direct connection between the two. The Savior is claiming the name of God for himself. Jesus made the same claim during mortality, which almost led to his stoning. The Greek translated as I am is ego eimi, which is the normal Greek translation of the statement in Exodus. The Jews clearly understood that Jesus was claiming to be the God of the Old Testament, the Tetragrammaton. It was for this reason that they took up stones to cast at him. Important as understanding the meaning of the Tetragrammaton is, it is just as important not to forget that it is meant to be a name. The name of the Lord in the end, like any name, especially a proper name, is a word or combination of words designating something or someone. Words in turn are elements of speech made up of spoken sounds or their written equivalent. In the case of the Tetragrammaton, while it has great import, at its very center are the sounds of the letters themselves. It is the sounds that constitute the word, which is the name. In the endless discussion about the meaning of the Tetragrammaton, scholars for the most part appear to have forgotten Moses' original question. He asked the Lord for his name. He didn't ask him what it meant. It would be only logical for the Lord to respond with his name. It would be a proper name consisting of a word or words, which in turn would consist of specific sounds. This is especially true from a practical standpoint. Moses was asking the Lord for his name to distinguish him from other gods, one that the children of Israel would recognize. It was meant to be a credential. With this in mind, a rereading of the Lord's answer to Moses reveals that he did give Moses a personal name. It was a name that the ancient Israelites would recognize and accept. Eyeh Asher Eyeh has an alternative translation. It can also mean, I am he that is called Eyeh. Eduardo Cardona, a Maltese writer and lecturer on the reconstruction of the solar system, explains. This rendering of the famous phrase makes sense, especially when the Lord tells Moses to simply say to the Israelites, Eyeh hath sent you.